Hello, and welcome to the daily Resident Evil Zero HD Remaster news. Bleh. So,
Yay!
they released a bunch of new assets for this game, like this trailer, and a bunch of screenshots. We are currently looking at the trailer. They've also released some general information, which I'll go through. So, as with Resident Evil HD Remaster, you can switch between 4:3 aspect ratio and 16:9 widescreen. And I think it just works the exact same way. And you can play with a classic control scheme or play with a new control scheme, which I assume, again, is just the same as Remaster. I wouldn't mind if they just tweak it a little bit, just make the animations at least look better with the new control scheme. And yeah, they also mentioned better graphics, 5.1 surround sound,
Ooh.
and they're still targeting the same platforms as last time we did a podcast: PS3, PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, and PC. Which is quite a few platforms.
Yeah, that's
And
nice though.
mhm. And I am positively surprised so far by the graphics, which we'll take a look at because I have spent way too much time preparing for a screenshot comparison. So here is a screenshot of Resident Evil 0 GameCube version running in Dolphin emulator, so it's a bit higher resolution than you would get on an actual GameCube.
Okay.
And here is a screenshot of Resident Evil 0 HD Remaster.
Oh wow.
And I mean, yeah, it's a pretty big difference. I
What
mean, if I
what
just
happened to the fire?
I think that's just like a different state. I think normally the fire would be
Oh.
there if you loaded the same save game I loaded in the game, like which is pretty far into the game.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, if I just like zoom in on a random thing, like this brick wall, slightly pixelated. Oh,
Oh.
amazing! Look at all that detail. Oh, look at eagle. It's a fiery eagle, but now it's a shiny eagle. Oh, look at that there. So pixelated, so ugly. Oh, pretty. Oh, wow, much impressive.
Oh.
So there's another thing, like this is a furnace place and stuff with Rebecca using like unlockable outfit and hair. Oh, the detail,
Whoa.
all the detail.
Oh,
Look
I'm
at
so
that.
excited.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. So ugly, so pixelated. Oh, much impressive. So I could just keep on going. Like again, GameCube and ooh, like it is very obvious. This time they have actually been able to re-render the backgrounds rather than using the old backgrounds upscaled, and th
Yeah.
they look super sharp and super good. And yeah,
Yeah.
it's just really good overall. Like again, another comparison.
Wow.
It looks really good. Looks really
Yeah.
good.
I'm so excited.
Hmm.
Did I say that already? I'm so excited.
So yeah, that's they've tweaked also like just well beyond the obvious stuff like better looking backgrounds, like different lighting. They've also just it seems like they've changed the general like color space for the game because the old game looks kind of muted in a way, but this looks more saturated, more colorful. I
Yeah, a
think
little
they did
bit.
a similar change with the remaster if I recall.
Mm.
And oh yeah, this is I think this is one of my favorite looking areas in RE0, and I am super
Oh.
curious to see this in motion because this looked super great in motion earlier, and I'm hoping it looks great in motion still. But like with a still
Yeah.
screenshot, it looks like this still looks great. Yeah, man, yeah. It looks really good graphically. That's yeah. I can confirm this.
Wow, that looks amazing.
I mean, I can potentially read what's on this door. I can actually read it now. This changes
Oh.
everything. So this is Bella, GameCube Bella, new Bella. Oh, whoops! I did it wrong. Like GameCube Bella, a new Bella. So just as a reference for how they handled remaster. So this is GameCube remake, and this is the new version they released of remaster. And this is like just an example of what they had to do with that game, where the backgrounds, like, I mean, I don't, I mean, I just assumed they had no other choice. I just assumed they weren't able to re-render the backgrounds, so you end up with a lot of backgrounds like this, which looks kind of, it's just kind of muddly, and has a lot of artifacts due to upscaling, sharpening, and stuff like that. But if you compare this and this is just a
Oh yeah.
really huge difference, and it'll be great to see the entire game look like that. In remastered, they were able to get certain areas looking really good. For instance, there were like two rooms they randomly decided to recreate in 3D, and other rooms they were able to like touch up really well. But for the most part, you ended up with backgrounds which look very obviously upscaled. So it's great that this just looks great overall.
Yeah.
Let's see. I also made a couple of comparisons of FMV cutscenes, and I think this is something they're treating the same way as in remaster. I think this is just upscaled.
Okay.
It doesn't look as bad, but I think like in comparison to in-game, it'll look a bit like a little bit blurry. Like the difference between this just isn't very big. It just looks a
Yeah.
little bit sharpened, and maybe it is based on higher quality render they had lying around, but this is obviously not re-rendered at a high resolution.
Mm.
And yeah, and I randomly made a comparison of three different Rebeccas.
Nice.
So on the left, this is Rebecca in RE0 GameCube version emulated. This is Rebecca in remaster PC version, and this is Rebecca in RE0 HD remaster. And I think
Hmm.
I think they've definitely done some like changes to her model in this new game. Like her face looks a little bit different, while in these two, it just looks like to be the exact same model, but her hair just better textures.
Yeah.
And they've also done some other tweaks, like her sleeves looks a little bit better. They gave her shorter socks for whatever reason. But yeah, I don't know. I think I personally think this face looks a little bit better than that one, but that is mostly just me being nitpicky. And like I'm wondering if they tweak the face just to make her look more consistent between in-game cutscenes and FMV cutscenes, because I can remember in R0 she looked a little bit different now and then. So I wonder if that's the reason why they changed her face.
Hmm. I don't think I ever noticed.
So there's one more comparison. So this is GameCube version, and this is the new version.
Oh wow.
So this is like also like a pretty big example that like they've definitely done some changes to her face in the new version. But it also showcases another difference. This is a full screenshot. This is all you see during the cutscene.
Uh-huh.
And in the new version, it looks like they've changed the framing in cutscenes to be widescreen like this, rather than this, which is a little widescreen. So that is something which I didn't expect. But I mean, it just looks really good overall.
Yeah.
And yeah, those are all the assets I prepared for this comparison. I don't think there's much more to say. I'm just really glad they are actually able to re-render the backgrounds, because it just looks really good overall. And
It looks so good.
yeah, and it'll be fun to play the game again, because I never played it that much. Well, I think I've completed like 2 or 3 times in total back in the day, and it's also been really long since I played it.
Yeah.
And I also hope, like, as with remaster, the PC version of this will support 60 FPS. I really hope that's the case, because I thought that was a really a, like nice surprise about remaster, which made it just look so much smoother. And yeah, I'll definitely work on that door skip mod ASAP. You got any final thoughts?
Um, no, I'm still wondering about multiplayer. If you
This fact
have,
sheet Capcom sent out does very specifically say that number of players is one.
oh,
But who knows? Maybe they still did expand upon the whole like being able to control your partner somehow.
hmm,
E
that'll
even
be
if they
interesting.
even if they didn't, I'm hoping it'll be possible to expand upon that via modding to make it so that player two will be fully controllable with another controller rather than only like the second stick on the main controller.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
I guess I should also mention that E3 starts in just a couple of days now, and there might be some Resident Evil related news from there. I think there's a small chance. I think there's a small chance we could get a RE7 announcement, maybe a little bit early. I think at the very least, like it'll happen this year or next year. If it's not announced
Uh,
this year or next year, I think that'll be super surprising. I think it's possible. I mean, RE7, RE6 is 3 years old now, so we'll see.
is it already that old?
Yeah, it was released late September 2012,
Oh my goodness. Oh,
and it
oh
was
my goodness.
announced January 2012.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, on one side they have said they want to have a shorter time period between sequels. On the other hand, like this is a new generation, and that'll probably be like a pretty make development harder. And also, I think R6 might have made them go a little bit. So what are we gonna do with the next game? Because everyone is complaining about everything in the entire world. So I don't know.
Yeah. Oh no.
And I don't know. And maybe they will just be other surprises. And there's been also been a lot of hints in general about DMC5 being in development, and I would
Ooh.
be very much okay with seeing a DMC5 announcement.
Yeah,
I think I
I'd
think
be
it's
okay with that.
I think it's about time they make a DMC game with Lady as the main character. I think it's about time. Been waiting far too long for that.
Aw.
And yeah, I mean, if there's any noteworthy news from E3, I will most definitely make a podcast about that, I imagine.
Mm.
But yeah, that's that. So, bye.
Meh.